I'm Rhiannon Renas.
And I'm Ryan Much.
Thanks for joining us. The University of Idaho's Inspiring Futures fundraising campaign hopes to raise $225 million by 2014. The campaign so far has raised $162 million. Idaho's President M. Dwayne Nellis says he predicts a $4 million gap between what the university will receive and what they need for next year. He hopes fundraising campaigns will close that gap. The 7-year fundraising campaign has been running for 4 years and will end in 2014, Idaho's 125th anniversary. Over 1 million new cancer cases are projected to occur in 2012. The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life aims to lower that number by raising money for cancer research. Young Riley has more.
The American Cancer Society held its annual Relay for Life last Saturday at the Kibbe Dome on the University of Idaho campus. Over 50 teams registered for the event and included members from the community and students from the university. Each team had their own unique way of raising funds to help cancer research, with many of the members having a personal connection.
My grandmother was diagnosed with cancer last summer, and it's a very rare type of skin cancer, and actually this last Tuesday she was pronounced cancer-free, so walking today feels really good.
Overall, the 643 participants were able to raise almost $64,000.
Members of the Delta Chi fraternity will be without a home at the end of the spring semester. The fraternity will be losing its housing for the next 2 years due to the university's concerns for freshman students. The fraternity has been cited with multiple safety violations over the last 3 years, which have contributed to the university's decision to remove the chapter's housing. The University of Idaho bookstore is facing hard times and has been forced to reconsider their business plan. Katie Winsler has the story.
The University of Idaho bookstore has been forced to close its 2 satellite locations on the university's campus due to lack of business. The closure of the 2 stores has helped the bookstore save money as well as increase traffic to the main store. One area the bookstore is still looking to increase revenue is in textbook sales. Students are always looking for the cheapest way to get their textbooks. Many of them are looking to online retailers such as Amazon.com.
The University of Idaho bookstore has seen a decrease in sales over the years, with students turning to different websites like Amazon and eBay to buy their textbooks. With such a competitive market, the bookstore is starting to fight back.
In an attempt to increase sales, the bookstore is lowering prices and using sites such as Amazon as comparisons for their prices on the book sales at the end of semester buybacks.
But yeah, we use all the global information that's out there to be competitive, to know what we're going to need to supply to students in the upcoming semesters, and we pull that information from a lot of sources.
The bookstore is hoping that as word gets out, students will begin buying more books in the store and not online.
I got about half and half. Some of them were online and some were in the bookstore, but I try to get them online as much as possible.
However, students like Alyssa Millard don't mind paying a little extra.
I buy most of my books here. It's just a lot more convenient.
As well as lowering prices, the bookstore is looking at new programs to bring back more students' business. One possibility includes adding barcodes on the bookstore shelves so that students can scan them with their smartphones and can compare prices right in the store. To make up ground online, the bookstore is looking at adding a comparison feature to its website so students can compare the bookstore prices to various online retailers. For JAM 322, I'm Katie Winslow reporting.
And there's a reason students are trying to cut costs on textbooks, isn't there, Ryan?
Yes, and with student debt climbing higher, the University of Idaho Financial Aid Office is hosting a 6-day workshop on loan repayment this week in the Student Union Building. A new report from finaid.org found that the average undergraduate student will accumulate over $25,000 in student debt by graduation. The financial workshop will cover topics such as grace periods, loan forgiveness programs, and consolidation. Tonight's workshop will be held at 3:30 to 4:30 in the Silver Room.
You should definitely be going to that because I will see you there.
Well, actually, I don't have any student debt. No.
All right, well, we'll ignore Ryan because apparently he doesn't have any student debt. Well, those kind of are dark clouds, Meredith.
Yes.
What is our weather looking like? Is it going to brighten up anytime soon?
Well, Rhiannon, we actually have some low pressure systems forming near the west coast of British Columbia that will unfortunately bring some more cooler temperatures to the Palouse this week. Tomorrow's forecast is mostly cloudy with a chance of rain in the afternoon and a high temperature of only 52 degrees. Showers will increase into the evening with lows in the low 30s and winds from the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The rest of this week will follow a similar pattern with rain and highs in the low 50s and lows in the 30s. But we can expect warmer temperatures in the 70s and 80s next week, with some sunshine and even a couple thunderstorms. Back to you, Rhiannon.
Thanks, Meredith. It's nice to hear that sun is actually going to return to the Palouse. But the Vandal golf team didn't have to worry about that last week, did they?
No, they had great weather down in Vegas where they were cleaning up in the WAC tournament. And our sports reporter, Alyssa Charleston, has the story.
Thanks, guys. The Idaho men's golf team finished 4th overall in the WAC tournament in Las Vegas yesterday, despite an impressive performance Monday from freshman Sean McMullen, who was awarded WAC Freshman of the Year. The Vandals were tied for first after McMullen was 1 stroke away from tying Tiger Woods' 64-stroke record at the Rio Seco golf course. San Jose State finished as the tournament champions. As the NFL draft comes to a close, 6 Vandal football players are headed to the next level, led by senior Corey Toomer, who gets to stay local after the Seattle Seahawks took him in the 5th round of the draft. 5 other Vandal seniors joined teams as free agents. Tyrone Novikov signed with the Dallas Cowboys, Matt Cleveland with the Cleveland Browns, Mike Cosgrove with the Detroit Lions, Trayshawn Robinson to the Oakland Raiders, and Princeton McCarty takes his talents to the Carolina Panthers. The Idaho track team won 9 individual titles and broke 5 school records Saturday at the Peyton Jordan Cardinal Invitational. The Vandals prepare to host the WAC tournament on the newly renovated Dan O'Brien Complex for the first time in Idaho history on May 8th. And the athletic department announced that Dan O'Brien will be in Moscow for the official opening of the complex.
That's the first time he's been back since the renovation, isn't it?
Yes, it's been a very, very long. I don't think he's been on the university lawn, whatever, for like 20 years or something like that.
Thanks, Alyssa, for that sports update.
And thank you for joining us for Vandal News. We will be back tomorrow morning with the latest in university news.
Thank you.